no matter what they end up, because Ezreal has problems in the early game unless he can get, an open field where he suddenly becomes amazing. In this situation, though, with the Rumble that will push back Mundo early on, I gotta say, I don't really favor, I don't really favor that Rumble in terms of actually doing anything to Mundo in the long run.
Oh, this could be dangerous right here. We do have Lyon going for an invade on this top, so they do have everyone there. They do land the hook on his hands. He's going to get caught here, but will he be able to escape as he does get slow? He forced the flash right away, and it looks like he just might do it, but they're going to dive under the turret. They're going to get first blood over to Thyak. The jungle here for Lyon. Fantastic little bit of a trick right there. Able to get that hook on his Xantans, and able to get that first blood.
Now, I hate to be the hype killer here. Yuri, I think, may have forgotten which button his barrier was bound to. He barriered. I couldn't tell you why, other than it being an error, but Seven was really, really smart, going for the counter invade. They know that if they want to go for this, their man is going to be back up. If they want to go for a 5-on-5, they could do it. And at the very least, it's an opportunity to ward, but they're not going to do that.
I know why he did do it. His barrier.
Why?
It's a mind game. Mind game. He's
He'll
like, I can beat you middle without barrier, but we'll see how that goes out a little bit later on. But we're going to have some more.
Gank me.
Yeah, they're going to start off at their blue buff here. Not actually going to go for an invade at all, but we do see a very early pink ward put down in this bush here by Thyak.
Getting that early pink ward down is really, really nice, because obviously having a pink in that brush, it lasts indefinitely. That gives you quite a significant edge if anyone's planning on going for any early invades. Only thing that could really bring that down is if Seven Wars have seen them do this before, if this is a common strategy they run in scrims or whatever, because if you put a pink ward in that brush and it gets found almost immediately, and it's not that big of a detour for a jungler to do, it could potentially go wrong. The other question actually is who bought the pink ward? I didn't notice it.
I believe that was Thyak. Since he got that first blood, he used that little bit of extra money that he did get. Use it on that, and right now Porky, not looking too good right there. He's being chased out by Xantans right there, and we already saw Xantans forced to use his flash to escape earlier. Porky actually running a teleport here, so how do you think that fares as this game goes on?
Teleport allows him to be a huge split pushing threat. If he gets ahead of Mundo, Mundo won't be able to do... if he gets ahead of Rumble, Rumble will not be able to push him out because he'll be too tanky, he'll have too much regen, and he will just grind Rumble down. That obviously means that he can then push him off his tower and utilize his teleport.
Oh no, both junglers go in for it at the exact same time, and Crow, he's going for it first here. Actually does get spotted out by that ward. He's actually being chased down here with these undertows and that blue buff, but he does have Orianna there to back him up. Bruce there to help him out if he needs to. And Porky's going for the backup as well, but they're getting close in here. 2-on-3. They do get the slow on a Thyak. Porky, unfortunately, is actually going to dodge away from that. We see Yuri coming from the middle lane, and they're all fighting for this red buff here, but no one's able to capitalize on it just yet. We do have Lyon. They do have a ward in that bush. They do get it. And they don't get it. Crow smites it, takes it away without pretty much any vision right there, and they thwart out Thyak's invasion.
The ward in the brush was huge, but there's actually stun in bot.
And bottom is getting caught right there. He's forced to actually arcane shift away. Can take quite a bit of damage right there, but does have a health pot to kind of help facilitate that right there. But we already see Seven Wars being very aggressive here bottom, being very aggressive. Well, both teams are being very aggressive here on the top side as we saw that invade come out. And overall, Seven Wars coming out ahead.
Yeah, and now looking for the gank on the top lane. Vi is there. Mundo is squishy at this stage of the game.
And here we go. The Q going to come in from Crow. He's actually not going to get it. He even flashes for it, but it doesn't hit him. Doesn't get that little bit of an interrupt. And Porky will be able to escape, but he will not have that flash available anymore. And he's already being hurt in lane quite a bit by Xantans, but it's going to make it even harder now. And we're going to have Crow head down from that top side. Will he run into the bush? No! He walks away from the bush. He doesn't see the pink ward. Oh, that is so unfortunate. And they know he's there. Thyak going straight for him. He does have the red buff this time. If he keeps laying his undertows, he could potentially pick up a kill as he's hitting another one here. Crow forced to run away. Gets hit with yet another. And both teams setting their middle lane to help defend against us. They do get the perfect satchel charge coming out of Yuri. Makes it so he can't even go that way. He doesn't have flash. He's got to go down. And that is double buff for Yuri here in the middle lane.
Yeah, potentially also looking at bot lane right now because Esther's getting low.
Oh, he's getting
really low.
No, but Esther was getting low though, so he was forced to back away. Still has that barrier, still has that flash available. And unfortunately for them, not really going to miss out on too much right there. We do have an ICS lead already coming in for Sia right there over on Lion's side. And Kimmy is going to be here all by himself at this turret.
Yeah, Kimmy, he'll be okay. They won't be able to dive him right at this stage, but I'm actually curious as to whether Crow's noticed the pink ward, because I haven't seen any pings going down. He did walk through the brush, but no one's going to clear it out.
Well, it is just kind of screwing him over a little bit too, because he was spotted right there, and that caused his demise, and Yuri was able to pick up the double buff off of that, so it's really unfortunate, but Let's see if Fury can really make it work well for him. He does have a little bit of a CS lead here in middle. And we do see Xanten's returning back to lane here with that Ruby Crystal, with a ward or two. Just one ward. And right now, Porky hasn't gone back just yet, so he will have that slight level advantage. But Xanten's just going to try to control top with those double wards. It makes so he can't be pressured, but he does have that flash up here momentarily.
Yeah, at the moment, this game is going a lot more Lyon's way than last game. I mean, obviously, by this point, last game, there must have been about this level of goal difference between the two teams, the opposite way around. So you've got to wonder, are Lyon going to be able to snowball this out? They have a lot of tools to do so. They have very, very good siege if things get ahead. They have arguably a better mid-game AD carry, and they have Mundo split push. If he gets too far ahead, it's just going to be impossible to deal with.
All right, now Crow is going towards his top side. He's not going to be spotted by here. Porky's already low on health. He has the flashing it away. He's going to go down. Mundo doesn't go where he pleases, but I like how Crow actually gave that kill over to Xanten's to help get it back, considering he got ganked earlier on at level 1.
But the return dragon is smart here. Lyon going to be able to get that. That will be a big edge for them, because the total gold you're getting from a single kill on Mundo is probably not too far off of what you'd actually expect going the other way. Actually, Kimmy may get the stun.
Let's see, it does get hit with that, but not really too concerned as he's able to chase him down. Does have those double Doran's Blade and that Ruby Crystal, so he should be able to trade decently well with Esther. There's a Blade comes in, does force him back. The hook lands on Esther. We'll see it go in on this. He does get ignited. He's going to be forced to pop that barrier, and Kimmy's trying to chase him down. He doesn't have much mana, but he does have ignite. He does the flash and the auto attack. Able to pick up the kill, and even Narsel dies under the turret, picks the kill to Esther, but not before they turn it around, and we see Kimmy pick up 2 kills.
Bloodthirsty supports all around, all the kills going to the supports, but Annie's going to outscale Thresh, which is a sentence I don't often say, but Annie is going to make more use of the gold, and the lane presence and the experience is going to go their way on the kills. That's a nice edge for Seven Wars.
Fantastic job by Kim right there, knowing his limits, flashing in for Sia right there, forcing him away, and even Essa did a great job of just kiting Nerzel under that turret, forcing him to commit a little too deep, and fortunately for him, his depth. And right now we see those 2 kills, like I said before, for Kimmy. There's 2 assists going over to Essa. And just like that, just as we saw Seven Wars pretty far behind Lyon, been able to catch up and close the goal difference. Yeah, they've just put themselves pretty much back on an even footing. I'd like to note, by the way, the pink ward still stands, so it's clearly paid for itself 1,000 times over by this point. But I still have to favor Lyon's composition, just because I'm expecting, and if this turns out to be wrong for some reason, I'm going to look like a complete fool, but I am expecting Mundo will eventually get to a point where Rumble cannot deal with it, in spite of the kills. I think it depends. If I were to think about it personally, is that what about Xanten's? If he gets, maybe a Leandries right away, then some sort of advantage might be mute. I obviously don't know too well, and we're going to find out throughout the rest of this game, but it goes both ways. If Porky gets that Spectral Cow, any harass that gets done onto him, going to regen it right back up. Not going to be too affected, but in the meantime, we do have back. It's visiting down towards this bottom side. They do have a Tribush in that pink, or in the pink or in the Tribush. I'm all over the place today. So he knows he's not spotted just yet, but they need to land that Thresh hook to make this happen. And right now, Kimmy, he's level 6. He has his Tibbers available. Nessa almost there as well, and this could be very, very, very dangerous. Yeah, he can push forward at the moment without it looking too suspicious, because they've got the slight minion push advantage, and that means Thresh can angle for the hook, but you have to be careful, and they don't know where Vi is at the moment. Well, luckily for them, Vi's actually just still farming up towards that top side, and not gonna be there to stop this. They're actually trying to bait it out right there with that ward coming down, trying to kill off that pink ward, and they're gonna not get it here. And you see Seven Wars, they're playing very smart, very hesitant here. They know something is probably up right now, and they know that that huge mini wave is pushing against them, so they can just kind of wait, sit back, and get all that free farm. And Porky's still having, it's just based off health. He's doing pretty well, I will say this. He's not winning the one-on-one duels currently, but he's ahead in CS, which is really critical. Yeah, that's a big deal. Getting the extra magic resist early on is going to mean that Rumble will have a lot of difficulty harassing him out. And Spirit Visage, once he's got that, the cooldown on his ultimate and the fact that his ultimate will heal for more. Once he's hit level 11, I just don't see Rumble having the damage to push him out, even if he gets a Lyon. I mean, obviously, if you get fed enough, it's going to happen eventually. There is a break point, but as long as they don't keep getting kills on Porky, I don't see it happening. All right, now Crow, the man able to help them create a kill on the top side for Xanten. onto him. He's going to be looking for a gank on a bottom, but as you see on the minimap, Thiac is there as well. He's not going to be spotted. Both of them won't be spotted coming into this until they do get to that first bush here, at least for 7 War's side. And both junglers, they're looking for blood here, and we do see the hook. Unfortunately, it misses on a Kimmy right there, but you can see Thiac, he's there to make this happen. We still have Crow here over towards his bottom side trying to make something happen. He's been level 7 now, hasn't had any ultimate ganks off just yet. But now he's going to be pushing in here. He's going to be spotted by Ward if he does make his presence known. Actually, no, the ward does disappear, so he would not, well, just like I said that, put another one down, but he's looking for a gank here. He's committing a lot of time, and I'm not sure if I agree with that.
Flash Tibbers is nearly up. That would be a very, very strong initiate, and Flash for Vi is also up. But yeah, I have to worry about that. They know Olaf isn't there. You actually saw Vi was backing away. They saw Olaf go past the ward in the river, instantly came back again. So they feel they can make this gank happen, but like you say, I'm just not sure they can. Unless they would have go for a dive, but that's incredibly dangerous. Well,
Crow was set on top of the ward right there. I believe I'm pretty sure even 7 Wars knew that ward was down, considering we did see Ner'zhul use that to kill a pink ward earlier on. But in the meantime, we do see that gank in the top side. Porky, it's very low. He gets taken down by Xanten, and he's trying to turn around the back. He's so low on health, but with that W, he's able to pick up the kill. And a 1-for-1 trade, but Xanten's coming out ahead. Maybe a little bit of miscommunication on Lion's side, but a fantastic job by Xanten to capitalize off of it.
Yeah, and actually overall, that's going to put Rumble's breakpoint that I keep talking about even further away. That means that Olaf is gaining, so Mundo is actually gaining less gold from Rumble than that in that exchange, even if the team itself benefits very slightly extra from the assist goal.
Well, right now, we see some items being built up here. We see the Sword Boots picked up for Xantens. We see Nomad's Medallion done for Kimmy here. What else do you see that kind of something that we should keep our eye on?
Nomad's Medallion and Mobility Boots that he just picked up implies he's now going to start looking for fights. That means Vi can gank much more effectively in conjunction with the Mobility Boots, because you have to respect Flash Tibbers. So it either means there's going to be a greater amount of zoning that Thresh is going to have to be incredibly careful of, or that they'll actually get a gank off.
All right, now we see mid laners still going head-to-head here. In terms of CS across the board, this Crow kind of getting spotted right there. We do have still a lead in the top lane for Porky currently on Mundo. We have Thiac, who has a CS lead in the jungle currently, as well as a level lead. We have 109 to 112 CS here in the middle lane, and bottom lane still in CS favor, however, not as much as it was prior. S has been able to catch up quite a bit here, and even Kimmy has 15 CS behind that, obviously because you're Annie and you want to stack those stuns.
Yes, so 7 was obviously not dominating in nearly the same way that they managed last game. I mean, by this point, it was already getting to the point of game over kind of thing. Now, Thiac is actually potentially going to look for this.
Oh, he's trying to chase down. We see the teleport coming in from Porky here, and right now that means Xanten isn't there to be able to stop this, but they do have Dragon up. They were able to get it last time because of the gank that Crow pulled off towards the top side. And looks like they're going to be able to lock this one down as well here. So second Dragon of the game. I want to be very hesitant here in case they do still does go over to Lion. However, Xanten was trying to push down that top turret, but doesn't have really any damage done onto it. But Mundo, Porky, he's still sticking around. He's actually not going back, and they're going to steal away a blue buff.
Yeah, they have no reason to be concerned because Orianna's out of mana in addition to everything else.
Oh, we see the hook land on Essa. They're starting to run away here. We see Kimmy get so low on health. He's actually going to flush with the wall. It looks like he might be able to escape here. He's actually dodging Ezra. Now he gets the bears on top on Sia. He's still not that healthy as he will drop eventually. But this might give the opportunity for Essa to pick up a kill as he does dodge the hook. He's still taking up quite a bit of damage. A double kill comes in for Sia right there. And unfortunately for 7 Wars, they just weren't able to be there and stop that.
Yeah, and that's one of the problems if you have a Rumble pick. He doesn't push waves very fast. He doesn't kill towers very fast.
Oh, Yuri might be able to get caught here. The ultimate is down for Crow, though. He's still very low in life, but with the Minefield coming down, it does slow Crow down long enough that he's not going to be able to chase him down. Meantime, though, Xanten's still trying to get that turret down. It's not going to go down in this wave, I would imagine. He's going to need at least one more, but by the time that happens, Porky will be back to lane, and we'll have the first turn of the game going over the line here in this bottom side of the map.
Yeah, taking gold advantages, taking map pressure advantages. Now they're actually going to start to look towards this mid game. And at this point, I feel like it's worth discussing how these team fights are likely to go. I feel like 7 Wars has the better team fight composition. I feel actually, obviously, that is, however, assuming everyone gets there at the right times. That's a big, big problem for Rumble, as we've discussed. Now is actually the time to keep a really careful eye on whether Porky can deal with Xantens. He gets level 11 and he starts being able to push Rumble out of lane. Spelled really big trouble for 7 Wars.
Santos is sitting on about 1,100 gold to spend. We see Bruce just sitting on 2,500 gold when he does want to go back here, but he's more than happy to just keep farming up here in middle, and you're seeing Porky trying to pressure him out here just like you're saying before. He does pop the ultimate, and will be able to force him away, but will he go for the dive here? He doesn't have, obviously, an offensive summoner, but if he gets another cleave, he might be able to chase him down, but he dodges it, and that would be Porky forced away. But Crow, he's coming in from the bottom side of the map. He has the ultimate available. They could be able to pull this one off, but right now, Xanthans isn't that healthy, but he will have the damage to back up. The Ignite goes out. Porky won't escape, and that will be another kill going over to Xanthans.
Close run stuff there, but good call, essentially, by 7 balls.
Oh, the Ezreal ulti!
No, denied. Oh well, that's just how it goes sometimes. Yeah, you know, it's always worth firing the banana up to top lane. It is basically like it's like if you took Soraka's auto attack and then multiplied it by 10 and gave it AP scaling and AD scaling. Okay, so
I just hope Laicus was watching that, who's actually the spectator over in NALCS, and he's proud of me. But right now, Bruce is getting chased down here. Thag forced to back away, but that turret's not healthy here, so they could potentially take that if they wanted to. Well, you're seeing Seven respond to it. S is coming to the side, Kimmy's coming in as well, but everyone on the map is actually starting to conjugate towards middle as the hook. Actually not going to last here, but Porky just doesn't care. He's going to continue to push his top lane, and we do see the Timbers come out right there. I don't think they've actually stunned anyone here, but they still have the battle line strong. The Aura ultimate comes out and hits 3 people. There's the Rumble ultimate right behind it, and they do have the jump out of Yuri trying to escape. The ult out of Ziggs picks up the kill on the Esta, and Thag, who has the ultimate running, trying to run away. Sanchez gets caught with the hook. He gets played back into Yuri. That's going to be another kill going over, but this time to Nerzel, and Thag forces the flash out of Crow. Porky popping the ultimate, gets the slow. I'm not sure Crow's going to be able to escape this one. He's going to go down, and Brewster in the meantime is being chased away, even forced to pop his break. If a cleaver lands, that could be the end of him. It does land! Porky's going to continue to chase out the Ezreal ulti, comes in from the side, and that was an ace, a perfect ace coming out of Lyon Gaming.
And it came off the back of 7 wars, landing a gorgeous looking Orianna ultimate. They pulled in so many people, but in chasing, they chased too hard, they delved too deep greedily. They were, as a result, caught all of them split terribly apart by both the box and the equalizer, and it just meant they had nowhere to run and got chased down.
And it seems like Lyon has finally been woken up. Maybe Simba's sad about his dad dying. He's able to fight back here because they just look like not even a team in that first game, and now they're coming together. 11-5 in kills, 29.6 thousand gold to 22.7. They're doing a fantastic job. The kills are split really evenly across the team as well, and over on the other side, I mean, we have 2 kills on Kimmy, 3 on Xanthans, not the desired spread, but like you said before, that was a great engage coming out of them, but they just didn't have the damage behind it to back it up.
Yeah, and I feel actually a lot of the way this game is running right now is partly because Crow doesn't seem to be nearly as confident on Vi as he was on Elise from what we saw last game. He hasn't really had that much influence. The only ganks he's been able to get are on Mundo when he's been pushed up really, really hard and actually committing to try and get Rumble himself.
And right now we have Booster head up towards that top side. Bag is there already, as well as Crow coming in from the side. And looking for a gank, or maybe looking for a top tower push, because we see Sia, he's pushing Booster out. They know he's there. They're pretty much zoning him at this point. And you can see Kimmy on the minimap as well as us heading up towards this top side. And so they pretty much are forcing them to rotate here. And the thing is, if you're 7 wars, you want to be able to farm up as much as possible right now.
Yeah, they're actually going for this dive on top.
Oh, Xanthans, he does get the stone of Porky, but he actually does have his ultimate available right now. He does pop it down. The Ziggs ultimate coming in from the side. Is he going to pick up the kill? Yes, it does. Thag gets one more E up, but here comes Crow. Used ult on the Thag, but he had his Ragnarok popped, and he's actually not being harassed at all. He does get taken down by Brewster, though, but we do see Kimmy getting caught right there. The Orion ultimate coming out perfectly. It's the ultimate out of Sia, able to pick up the kill. And then Kimmy now, S is being caught here as the Thresh Hook does land on the Brewster. He's in a drop, and they're not done just yet. They're still trying to chase him down. Sia taking up 2 men. He gets the double kill. Now Crow, the last man standing, gets hooked up. That is a double kill for Porky, and another ace coming in for Lyon Gaming.
Saya was playing like a bruiser there. He jumped right into the middle and was just face tanking 2 members at once while he tried to take down Essa. But he's far enough ahead. He can do that. He's got the life surface ability for Watercolors, and he's got the damage from those repeated huge Triforce procs. He's really strong.
And what is happening in the camp of 7 Wars, they look so strong, so dominating in game number 1, but now they're just falling apart into pieces. 2 back-to-back fights, 2 back-to-back aces against them. They're falling further and further behind. I mean, it's 34.8 thousand, almost 10,000 gold difference here 20 minutes in. They have a good team fight composition, but the thing is, if they don't even get to the point where they can really pull it off, then what's the point of having a good team fight?
Yeah, you can never force a team fight if you're being split pushed to oblivion. And actually, Crow could be in trouble.
Well, he's actually going to get caught here with the hook. We did see the blue buff go over to, I want to say, Mundo. Porky picks that one up right there without even a smite, and Crow did use his. Unfortunately, timed it a little bit wrong. And look at that, blue buff up, turn it right into a dragon off the back of that. Perfect transition, and there's going to be that 10,000 gold lead.
10,000 again, but completely reversed situation from last time. This time...
Oh, no, this is ultimate!
Oh,
the Ezreal ultimate gets
combo.
it! Ezreal gets the red buff with the ultimate and parry with Ziggs, and they steal away that red buff. So well coordinated and so well played, and this is what we didn't see out of Lyon last game.
Yeah, they are looking so much better, and Seven Wars, they are actually looking genuinely worse. They're not playing the same way. They're not rotating as smartly, and they're getting caught out. But they're having to do this. They're kind of getting caught in these situations because they're having to contend with a man called Mundo.
And he's a doctor on top of that. You don't want to go up against that. And he just isn't afraid of Essa. And you can see Essa doesn't even want to get near him to be contesting this. But he's going to go into him knowing that Crow is there on the backside. But you're not going to kill a Mundo. Yeah, if you do use the Vi ultimate, that will be down, and he won't really care. He's going to pop the ultimate momentarily. He has a Sunfire cape. The thing is, he pulled 2 people away, and from that, the rest of the team are engaged on the top side. Kimmy gets very low. Nerazlo's hit the play. He's actually the team with the box. Mantis isn't going to be able to escape this one. But the Timbers does go down, does some great damage, but it's just not enough CC to keep the rest of Lyon away, and they're going to get a top turret off this. And Mundo, Porky is still pushing this bottom lane.
So you get yourself caught in a lose-lose situation. And I just have to say, how much of this is coming back to picking Rumble and not picking Shyvana, who was completely open and could completely reverse the situation that they're in?
Well, hindsight is always 20/20. I will definitely say that. And Essa, he's fancying his chances against Porky, but Porky has ultimate available, so that's that Sunfire cape. He's still split pushing. He's going for the dive throw to Essa, and Essa just can't do any damage. The colon is just massaging the Doctor's back, and he does get the kill, but he pulled 3 other people away from Seven Wars. And in the meantime, you're seeing the rest of the team push onto this turret. They're going to get it. Porky will even be able to escape this. It looks like he actually might be able to do it. He has to reach out, but no, he gets shut down. In the meantime, on the top side of the map, Kimmy gets caught by a hook. Nerazlo goes down. Zaz is solo, and he draws as well over to Seer right there. And with that little bit of a play, they pulled 4 people away towards that bottom turret. They get the kill onto Essa right there as Porky does fall as well. But a 1-for-1 trade, when the rest of your team picks up 2 more and an inhibitor off of that, you're going to take that trade any day of the week.
That is the definition of work. That was dying to take the game pretty much, because they've now got the map pressure in the top lane from the Super Minions. They already had the map pressure from the Mundo in the bottom lane, and he has teleport. Baron now for Lyon Gaming is so easy to force. They barely have to do anything, and Seven Wars have no choice but to just go in.
I want to say this though, I personally don't think Baron might be a possibility, just for the fact that we've seen so many games, you know, where they can be turned around just from a Baron, and the fact that they have an Annie AoE stun, Orianna, and Rumble behind that, like that's a lot of damage, and magic damage when you can take extra from the Baron. But I think you're still right at the same time, where if Lyon goes in for Baron, they force Seven Wars to commit to a fight, and if they position correctly, they're going to walk all over them again.
Yeah, I mean, they don't even have to do... I mean, they have to start the Baron, but all they have to do is take a little bit of vision control in this upper jungle, using the fact that, you know, they're way, way stronger in a straight-up fight, and then they know if the wombo combo, you know, Seven Wars sacrificed so much in order to pick is coming, and then they just let Mundo continue to pressure bot, because he will. No one can duel him. He will chip down the tower.
And he is pressuring that all by himself. He does have 1 man there to stop him, Essa, who doesn't have anything completed. He has a Bloodthirster and Berserker boots. That's about it. It's even point Orianna away, so we're going to see Baron go over for Lyon here. But in the meantime, Porky is just distracted them long enough, and now Seven Wars are going to realize, crap, they got Baron. I'm not sure we can fight them anymore when we couldn't win them anyways. But it's all up to Lyon now. It's their game to lose at this point, and even then, I'm not sure they can.
It would take a Herculean throw at this point. Like, they would be lifting a mountain off their own shoulders, throwing it away, because it's just so hard to lose given the many advantages.
Especially when you have we see the hook then on a Brewster. He's going to commit this. He does get the play back into the team. The Ziggleston comes in. Brewster's very low on health. He's being forced to run away. He does go down. I'm not sure what that squeal was, but we see Kimmy getting caught as well. And Nerazlo is just laying the hooks left and right. And you see Porky the flash. He hits the cleaver. Sia's going to chase him down with the ultimate comes down. They just Arcane just out of it. And they don't care about taking this up. Porky is just so damn strong. And Sia picks up a double kill. They're going to pick up the Nexus turret. They're going to get the second one here. And they're going to take this to game number 3. Lyon Gaming showing up in this one finally after just getting completely dominated.